Hello everyone. Today I have the opportunity and privilege to talk about something very interesting. It is about an aspect that is there in our day to day life, very omnipresent yet completely ignored. Yes, it is about nature. Well, we always have heard this fact, right? That human beings or men or women can thrive in the lap of nature. As soon as I say that, what can you imagine? You will probably imagine a very green, lush green forest with some waterfalls coming over there, fresh air, beautiful birds and butterflies around, and you as a person, like having yourself submerged in water, relaxing, right? This is what you would probably imagine when I say that you and I thrive in the lap of nature. Well, is that really true? Right? Is that the, or rather, is that the only definition when we say that we thrive in the lap of nature? I want to challenge that imagination to an extent today. How? Right? The way evolution has happened, human beings, you and I, can never be away from nature. How much ever we technologically advance, how much ever we build massive cities with the most like relevant infrastructure, or with a lot of gadgets that our life has actually gone into today, in some form or shape nature is something that tries to get close to us, right? That's why I said it is omnipresent, yet we ignore, right? All we have done is we have actually surrendered our life into gadgets to a great extent, right? And we don't want to look beyond gadgets. Even today, if I have to talk about nature, the first thing we would like to do is go and Google and see, what is there, or look up in the phone about things I can know about nature. But why do we need something of that sort when nature is omnipresent, right? You may be in a city, you may be in a village, you may be in a town, and there is always the saying that the farther you are from the city, the closer you are to nature. Well, in physical terms, yes, but in physiological terms, definitely not. We are always in line with nature, and how much ever we want to get away from the grip of nature, here is where Mother Nature comes and she lets her arms out and wants to embrace us completely. But we are that notorious child who don't want to look at that, right? And then we go about wandering and lost in a lot of things, and at the end of the day we actually get dejected for a lot of things. We get disappointed. We are not able to, let's say, achieve whatever we have thought of achieving, whether it is right or wrong, whether it is the right time frame or not. We may not have made all those judgments appropriately, but end up being disappointed, right? But then there is Mother Nature that actually is available for you to give you a motivation, right, at every point in time. How am I saying this, right? Number one, Mother Nature is all about resilience. You look around and it's about flexibility, it's about persistence. People, very recently, you may be aware that the one of the most ecologically damaging thing that happened was the fires in Australia. There were forest fires in Australia, and what happened was, obviously, it took a lot of time for the fire to be doused. But then we lost a lot of forest as a part of that. However, Mother Nature knows its ways of blending itself through disappointment, through misery, and be able to come up and become as strong it was before. You don't have to think about the Australian fires. Imagine you're living in a city, and some of the cities, right? We have this beautiful system where the road is divided into two, and in between the divider there are these small little plants that are actually grown, right, to maintain greenery. But there is something else in that, right? Imagine the number of vehicles, including we who are driving or riding in that road, on that road. We tend to sort of ignore that, omnipresent but ignored. If those plants or grass also, or the plants that are actually put there, have to grow in between so much of chaos, right? Vehicles, sound pollution, noise pollution, air pollution, everything possible, all possible pollutions, yet they try to be strong. That is about persistence, right? The next time you are walking on a road, try looking at, or when you're driving or when you're riding, it may be the same road that you're taking every day, but try to spot a plant and keep observing it day by day, day by day. Unless there is man-made destruction, that plant will tend to keep growing day by day, irrespective of the situation around. And that is where what we can learn from Mother Nature is persistence. The second thing we can learn is about opportunity, abundance, right? You take a mango, for example, that Mother Nature provides. How many different varieties of mango, right? There may be some different shades of colors, but the taste is actually different to the different varieties of mangoes that we have. Or look at the weather that is there, right? You have different kinds of weather that you can enjoy, you can be in. What it states is opportunity. The moment we are actually sort of dejected because we were rejected somewhere, or we are disappointed because we didn't get what we want, remember that opportunity galore. Mother Nature tells us, you look up to the sky and you see that the entire sky is yours, right? Opportunity can be as big as the sky. And Mother Nature tries to motivate us by saying that don't be rejected. Try to try some other option. There are a lot more opportunities available. One of the reasons why a lot of us fail, because of yes, there are uncontrollable factors, but due to controllable factors of our own self, why we fail is a lack of discipline, a lack of balance in life, right? Surrendering ourselves to the gadgets that are there and trying to waste time, procrastinating things, these are all reasons for failure, which this human mind will never accept, because it won't say that I am the problem. But look at nature, right? Discipline. The sun rises every day and sets every day. Imagine all you have is day and no night at all, right? How difficult will it be? The balance in seasons, right? You have summer, spring, rainy season, winter season, and they follow a particular routine, right? Imagine if it was all chaos, or let's say no rains at all. You know what happens when there are no rains at all? Or it is summer throughout the year, 365 days a year. How is it going to be, right? So the discipline and balance is very important. What if Mother Earth says that I go one round in 24 hours, I'm actually going to pause. I'm going to take a break for 5 seconds. Just 5 seconds. Right? We know these are not possible naturally, but look at it physiologically and see how we can actually take inspiration from Mother Nature to be disciplined in life. Right? These are all the things that actually Mother Nature provides us. And we have to actually look towards it. While I was thinking about doing this video, there was this random book that was actually lying here, and that actually inspired me, right? And this is what it says. Obviously, it's a beautiful cover and shows how nature is. This is another form of nature in terms of abundance, another look that is there. And what is written in very small letters over there, which I will read for you, is things looked for well, look well, look. I'm sure you're able to see look, right? What I gathered from this particular piece of art, as well as the written things over there, is that you have to look around nature, look around the different possibilities that are there. When you actually go out, look at the sunlight, it helps your body. See how you can be a light to somebody else. Thank the people who were actually a glowing light in your life for what you are today. We bathe every day. The water purifies you. How do I bring in purity in thought as I am purifying my outer self? Mother Nature is there giving you the thought to purify yourself from a thought's perspective. So this way, there are a lot of things that are there. The air that we breathe, which is actually a lifeline. Look at what are your lifelines in life and ensure that you are not compromising with any of them. It could be family, it could be the closest relations, the love that is actually holding you together. So every time we breathe, it is important that we think of that as well. So this way, Mother Nature is not just a motivation for us. It can not only be a motivational aspect. Mother Nature can be beyond that. She is an inspiration. Be inspired, be motivated, and have a great life with all the motivational aspects lying around you omnipresent. Do not ignore it. Take it by your strides and be positive all through life. Have a happy life. Thank you.